Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Swati Kundra. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 29th of July. Incessant rains throw life out of gear in various parts of India. Protesters burned Pakistan flags as unrest spread over alleged rigged elections in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. And now for all the details, heavy rains continue to lash several parts of India, triggering flash floods, submerging hectares of land underwater.
Incessant monsoon rains have hit normal lives in various parts of India. More than 1 million people have been forced to flee to higher grounds and rescue shelters. In the Darbhanga district of eastern Bihar province, rivers are overflowing and locals have been asked to evacuate the place. In northeastern province of Assam, around a dozen animals have died at the Kaziranga National Park. Forest workers and volunteers at the park have begun efforts to rescue the stranded animals after severe flooding. In the national capital Delhi and nearby regions, waterlogging and traffic snarls have crippled normal lives. The June-September monsoon has delivered rains 4% higher than normal. Though monsoon rains are crucial for agriculture, it also causes devastating floods and landslides.
Moving on to news from Pakistan, the Muttahida Qawmi movement has accused Pakistan's paramilitary force of illegally raiding the party's houses in Pakistan's southeastern Sindh province.
The Muttahida Qawmi movement, or the MQM, accused the Sindh Rangers of raid at its offices in Pakistan's port city of Karachi. The paramilitary force on Thursday arrested a few party activists who had gathered to attend an address by party chief Altaf Hussain. Calling the action illegal and unconstitutional, the MQM claimed that at present the Rangers do not have policing powers and are thus not authorized to raid or arrest anyone in Karachi. The Sindh government has not yet released any formal announcement about the Rangers' stay and policing powers after its expiry last week, but the paramilitary force continues to operate, reports stated. The MQM, which is the fourth largest party in Pakistan National Assembly, has for long been accusing Rangers of targeting its leaders and workers in Karachi in the name of crackdown against crime and terrorism.
Meanwhile, the situation in Pakistan-administered Kashmir remains tense as people continue to protest against the recently held elections in the region, which they claimed were rigged. A report.
Pakistan-administered Kashmir has been witnessing demonstrations ever since Nawaz Sharif's Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, or the PMLN, won the recently held elections. The residents of Neelam Valley protested against what they called rigged elections by burning Pakistan flags. The people also expressed their anger by blackening faces of leaders in election posters which were put up across the valley during the elections. But instead of understanding the anguish of the protests, the local administration resorted to using batons on the people. People of Pakistan-administered Kashmir claim that genuine voters were not allowed to cast their votes.
स्टेशनों पर कुछ लोगों ने कब्जा किया हुआ है और जबकि वोटर जो है पोलिंग स्टेशन के अंदर दाखिल नहीं हो सकते। मुझे खुद जो है चिश्तिया स्कूल के पोलिंग स्टेशन पे अंदर नहीं जाने दिया गया। 15 मिनट में बाहर खड़ा रहा हूँ। डीएसपी साहब पुलिस वाले बिल्कुल एक साइड पे खड़े रहे।
People have accused the Inter-Services Intelligence or the ISI of rigging the polls in favor of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's PMLN party. Locals allege that elections in illegally occupied region have always been fixed in favor of the federal ruling party.
Staying on news from Pakistan, the autopsy report of Samia Shahid, a British national of the Pakistani origin who was allegedly murdered for honor in Jhelum district of Pakistan's Punjab province, has been released. The autopsy report suggested that she was strangled. Shahid's family had claimed that she died due to cardiac arrest. Her husband, Mukhtar Kazim, has branded her death an honor killing, a near-daily occurrence in Pakistan in which a relative is murdered by another for bringing dishonor to the family. The practice was brought to the spotlight earlier this month with the killing of Kandil Baloch, a Pakistani social media star whose brother confessed to the murder, stating her behavior had been intolerable. Moving on to news from Bangladesh, the authorities have officially identified and released the mastermind of the attack on Holy Artisan Cafe on July 1st, in which 22 people were killed. Tamim Ahmed Chaudhry, a Bangladeshi origin Canadian citizen, has been named as the mastermind of the attack, reports stated. According to police, Chaudhry also used to hold meetings with the militants who were killed in a raid in Dhaka on July 26 and also provided them financial support for their terrorist activities. Police's counter-terrorism chief Monirul Islam has stated that he is the leader of a new faction of Jamaat-ul-Mujahideen Bangladesh or JMB and has been the link between foreign and homegrown terror outfits. Since he left Canada in 2013, Chaudhry has been hiding in Bangladesh. Police have stated that efforts are being made to arrest him. Moving on, yoga is said to be a way of living that aims towards a healthy mind in a healthy body. Authorities in India's central Madhya Pradesh province held a yoga camp for inmates to help them cope with stress.
Inmates of the central prison in India's Bhopal city stretched and bent to perform various postures of yoga during a 3-day camp. Such camps are organized frequently in the prison to help inmates cope with stress, depression and anxiety. For the authorities, the aim is to cultivate practice of meditation among prisoners.
जो परेशानी आती है बंदियों को एक अवसाद की स्थिति से और एक तनाव की स्थिति रहती है, इसमें प्रयास ये रहता है कि तनाव का इसको हटाने के लिए, दूर करने के लिए हम जो कार्य उद्योग कार्य से जोड़ते हैं, इसके साथ साथ में मनोरंजन, योग, प्राणायाम, ये भी ऐसी विधियां हैं जिससे बंदी जुड़े रहें। हमारे यहाँ पर योग चलता है, बंदी भाई काफी जुड़े हैं और नित्य में करते हैं।
Yoga is a discipline that dates back to thousands of years. While it is said to have originated in India, it gained immense international prominence over the last several decades as a holistic regime for the mind and body.
Zardozi is one of the most famous and elaborate techniques in metal embroidery. A 5-day exhibition cum workshop showcasing intricate designs of the hand embroidery is being held in India's western Gujarat province.
Zardozi is an elaborate style of hand embroidery popular in Iran, India and Pakistan. Zardozi in the Indian subcontinent received its fame and popularity through the Mughal patronage. A departmental workshop cum exhibition on Zardozi by artisan Ansari Shahid Hussain is being organized in India's Vadodara city in western Gujarat province. The artist created wall panels of World Heritage sites away from the traditional floral motifs. Students from regional universities, Department of Clothing and Textiles got an opportunity to rehash the traditional handicraft that suffered a setback due to increasing popularity of machine work.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Incessant rains throw life out of gear in various parts of India. Protesters burnt Pakistan flags as unrest spread over alleged rigged elections in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.